Hey guys, like I said, we are playing Exploding Kittens today for our board game show. However, first, let's go over a few rules. Let's teach you how to play, so you know what we're doing before we get into the actual video. So basic gameplay of a card game. You play as many cards as you want, and your turn ends when you draw a card. Basic rules. Basic setup is ish. So you have to think of how many players you're playing. The max people that you can play with is 5. So there are 4 Exploding Kittens total in this deck of cards. And if you were playing with 5, you would use all 4. You always use at least one less Exploding Kitten for how many people there are. And you throw them in the deck, you shuffle it, and chance. Anyway, for diffuses, there are 6 diffuses. Each person at the start of the game will get 1 diffuse in their hand, and they'll get to use it. That's it. They get to use a diffuse. So let's base it on our game. You saw that we're playing with 4 people, so that means all of us get 1 diffuse, so that's 4 of them. We'll have 2 left. Guess what? They go in the deck. Pretty awesome. The Exploding Kittens, because there are 4 of us, we're only playing with 3 Exploding Kittens. Fair enough, right? Yeah. And that's how it goes. So either someone will draw an Exploding Kitten and it's a really bad day, or someone will get super freaking lucky and draw an extra diffuse from the pile. It's a very well thought out game. It allows you to have another chance to save yourself. If you lose your diffuse early, you have another chance to at least draw one later in the game. Pretty cool. I'm going to give you a little insight into the different cards that we have. So, starting here at the end, we have a favor card. The favor card is kind of useful, especially towards the end. You can play it against a player. So say Chris were sitting here playing the game with me. I would say, hey Chris, give me a favor. And he would have to give me any card from his hand. This especially becomes helpful later because the less cards someone has, the more likely you are to get something kind of useful, like a See the Future or a Skip. Let's discuss those. Those are great cards. So, See the Future. See the Future is exactly what it is. You're going to pick up the top 3 cards from the deck, and you're gonna see the future. You're gonna see what is coming for you. If there's an Exploding Kitten, if there's a Skip, if there's a See the Future. If I were playing a real game, this would be a great future. There's another See the Future. Yeah, so that would be a great future for me. I would draw my card. And say, you know what, say I picked up that there's an Exploding Kitten next. I would probably do everything in my power to make sure that I don't have to pick up that card. So, say I have a Skip card. Skip would let me skip my turn, and the next person in line would have to go. They would have to pick up the Exploding Kitten, or they could try and get another card to help them out. So, if they had a shuffle, they could shuffle the deck, and leave it up to chance. Put it at the very bottom of the deck and let someone else deal with it sometime later. Shuffle. That's a great card. Or you could be kind of devilish and use an attack card. An attack card forces the next player to take 2 turns as opposed to 1. So they would have to draw the top card and then the next card after that. So you never know what's coming for you. That's kind of a mean card, but it's fun. However, you know, yes, the attack is bad. It sucks. But there's always a chance that you could have a nope card. And you could just say, nah, you're not attacking me. You're gonna pick up that card. So there are chances for you to be able to save yourself, which is kind of the nice part about this game. There are other cards in the deck that are not special power cards. There are basic cards like this, like Shy Bladder Cat or This one is Cat Schrodinger. These cards actually pair up. So if you get 2 of a kind, you can play them and choose any player that you want, and you'll be able to take any card at random that you want from their hand. So again, like the favor card, these come in handy towards the end of the game. When someone has less cards, it's more likely that they're gonna have something useful. Kind of useful. It's a good way to move the game along. Depending on your strategy, the best way to play them is gonna be, I mean, if you really think about it, it's kind of like Uno. You attack and you draw. That's all I got for you. The Exploding Kittens, of course, what it's called, they are there to try and kill you. However, it's okay. There's a diffuse. The diffuse will stop the explosion the first time. However, after you use your diffuse, you have to throw it away. It's gone. It's out of the game forever. And then you take the Exploding Kitten and you place it anywhere you want in the deck. Or you could be a jerk and put it right back on top for the next person to draw. So, depending on what kind of player you are, or where you are in the game, and if you want to win. Anyway, that's just how I play.
Now, back to our program.